Hi guys, this is Mianna Wick with vlog number 8. This last week was so exciting, so great, so relaxing. I got a lot of work done, but it was also a little bit painful. So I'll kick the vlog off with that one. I go to dance class on Wednesday nights, if you guys didn't know. And I did this move that was like, it was right next to my sister. Of course, it was right next to my sister. And I like moved my arms like around like that. Well, anyways, when I did that, and let me tell you, it like nicked my sister. Like, she didn't even bleed. Like, you can barely see it on her elbow. But anyways, I was like, ouch, like that really hurt. And so I started going through the rest of the dance, and after the dance ended, I looked at my finger, and my fingernail had like been torn off. Like, it was still stuck kind of in the cuticle, but it was like halfway to 3/4 of the way off. Like, it was so gross, and it was hurting so bad, and it was like dripping blood, and I was like, oh, this hurts so bad. And I went and washed it off, and we like made this like Gucci like makeup to like make it through the way of the dance, and it was like wrapped in like this cloth thing, and then we put like some, I don't know what you call it, that white tape, that clear tape that you would like put on top of a package that you would be sending like through UPS or FedEx or something like that. Anyways, you put some of that tape all over it, and yeah, it looked awesome. But it was so painful, and afterwards we went and got some athletic tape, and we got some gauze, and oh, it hurt so bad. And so I was just walking around with this huge bulky thing on, and thankfully now I've moved to just bulky band-aids, so at least it's like tan. But that happened. That was a pretty big part of my week. But then after that, I've just been doing a lot of work. I actually got invited to go over to the convention center, the Rocky Mountain Convention Center, and in Denver, and it's so exciting to get to go do that, to go and just do some meet and greets for some fans and show up and sign autographs and just be there to support everyone and show the car and everything. And so that's really exciting. And if you guys want to come, it's the weekend right after Thanksgiving. And so I think it's like the 27th, 28th, 29th, something like that. But anyways, it's going to be crazy though, because on Monday I'm going to get to probably drive, and so I'm really excited about that. So I'll go over like the 23rd drive, and then I will pick the car up on Tuesday, load it, and take it down, set it up at the convention center, drive home so I can be home for Thanksgiving. And so I'll be here Wednesday and Thursday, and then drive back over and be there for meet and greets for Friday. And so I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we're actually doing it partly of the way Monday morning. And so I'll be there Monday and then load up, take the car back to Colorado Springs, and then after I take it back to Colorado Springs, then I'll drive home. So it's going to be kind of crazy and just constantly on the go, but that's kind of my life, and hashtag travel life. But I love it, and I don't mind being gone like that. So, and especially when it has to do with racing, right? So I'm pretty excited about that. But other than that, I've just been working on sponsorship decks, and I've actually been looking at some apparel for new designs for the year 2016. So I'm really excited to release some of that once I actually decide. It's just started in the making, but it'll be really fun to start out some of that stuff and hopefully get some cheaper prices for you guys, and because that's always a good goal to shoot for. But I actually got a question from Ryan, my boyfriend, and so I'm going to go ahead and answer that. He asked, I understand that cars are very expensive. How do you push the car to the limits without spinning out or wrecking all the time? And it's true, these cars are super expensive, and even though I drive a vintage Indy car, and so it really helps on the cost, it's still really expensive to keep up with and to purchase the car and purchase parts for the car. And, you know, with dealing with some of this, these older cars, they don't allow you to buy parts for them anymore. Like, they're sold out. Like, they don't make them anymore. And so that's another thing. So it's like not really an option for me to crash. But I think it's just kind of, you know, knowing the car, knowing you, knowing the track, and just being honest with yourself and being like, you know, the track's good, the car's perfect, but I'm just not there as a driver today. I'm not going to have great times today, and just being honest about that. Or being like, you know, the track's super cold and slippery, and it's super hot and slick, and I just not going to be there, or the car setup is not to my exact liking, and I might be off a few tenths or something like that. And I think it's just being honest, knowing yourself, knowing everything. And I've actually been working on that a lot with my team, and just knowing. And I think probably the hardest one for me is knowing the track, because for me, it's like, it may be 60 degrees out, but I can have the best time I've ever had. Like, I'll make up the time with myself. And I think that just me being super optimistic about that is really hard for me sometimes. But it's really great because my team is really great, and they're like, no, this is a good time for you. Like, this is the time that you should shoot for. Or my dad's honest about, you're being a great driver today. Like, we can't ask for you to do anything more. And so I think that that's really great, and just something to look at, and for everyone to be there for me, and for me to give them the results that we're all looking for. So I hope that answers your question, but it's just kind of knowing everything, and to just not push it 101%. Like 100% is the limit, and you just can't go over it. But that's a great question, and I'm glad that you asked that, Ryan. And I hope that the rest of you ask some questions this next week, and I will be answering them. And I can't wait to share with this next week with you guys, and just to share how everything's going. And I can't wait for, again, the month of thanks to just continue. And I'm just thankful for opportunities. I guess I'll say thanks this time for the opportunity to get to go over to the Rocky Mountain Convention Center. I'm pretty excited about that one. So go ahead and send me your thanks, and I can't wait again just to share next week with you.